Hey, what's up, everybody? It's been a long time since I've been on the channel. We have a lot of changes here at the shop. First thing I'm going to show you is a project that I started probably 2 or 3 months ago. It's a good friend of mine's, Lexus IS300. We're doing a wide body on it. It was all rotted out in the quarter panels. It's a Modine wide body. There's a bunch of stuff in the way, but you get the picture. We're doing over fenders in the rear and the door, and then front fenders. Right now he's gonna stick with the stock body, front bumper and rear bumper, but I believe he is going with a KBD kit with the skirts and everything. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. Now the projects that I have personally, I ended up selling the 240, which I believe I posted a video about, but I have now 3 projects, and really 4 projects. One that I've already done a lot of work to. It's a Nissan 350Z. I did the FDF lower control arms and angle kit, a bunch of different aftermarket arms, the Bell Raceworks traction arm, so on and so forth. When I got this car, it was kind of beat to hell. The interior had Civic Si seats, and I have it locked right now, but it had Civic Si seats. I swapped them out for the tan touring seats. Got a knockoff, I forget the name of them, but it's like a Hitman wheel. Got the Lawson Transition hydro handbrake, dual caliper setup here. We actually just did an event the other week at Carlisle Import Nationals, and got a little bit of body damage there. Also bent the one arm back in here. I bent that bracket, kind of slid into barrels, which the barrels aren't really bad. They did the damage to the bumper, but they also had a platform below the barrels that were bolted into the ground, and it smacked my wheel a little bit, and yeah, bent that bracket. So we got the Z here. That's going to be the drift car. It's a pretty cool car. I really like it. Then I also bought a Mazda Miata 1990 1.6 liter, pretty much bone stock. It's a pretty decent car. It's got some gremlins. The engine was timed by some schmuck that doesn't know what he's doing, so I had to retime it and got it running a little bit better, but it's low on compression on all 4 cylinders, and it's even. It's very consistent low compression numbers, so I'm trying to figure out what that is. It is drivable, so I have been driving it. But yeah, that's more or less the daily cruiser right now. And just recently, I picked up another vehicle. If you guys saw the Mazda RX7 that I was working on for my good friend George, I pretty much got the same car. It's a 1987 GXL. The wiring harness was a rat's nest. I just pulled the wiring harness. That's it right there. It's pretty ratty. But then went out to Reinhardt's rotaries out in Biglerville, and he hooked me up with a pretty clean wiring harness. I'm gonna swap that in and hopefully get this running by Street Rod Weekend, which is next weekend. Don't know anything about the motor and really anything about the car. It came from the original owner, so it's extremely clean. He took care of it. He really babied this car. It's rust free. It looks like it's been repainted before, but I don't see any signs of body work. There's a little bubbling going on there. Kind of wondering if the gentleman was in an accident before. But what really sold me about this car was it's a GXL. That means it's got the limited slip, it's got the bigger brakes, it's got the electric everything in the interior, and I don't know, it's just something that I kind of always wanted, especially after messing with George's. I don't know the mileage of the vehicle. It's exempt on the title, and the car came with like 5 different clusters, so I don't know which one was original. Don't really care to look into it because, like I said, the body is excellent. But yeah, so these are the 3 projects, and now I said I had a 4th one. This one is probably more of a project than the RX7. This one I got for free. It was given to me. A friend of mine, I'm working on his 1972 Chevy pickup, and he's a really big fan of motorcycles. I've never really ridden a motorcycle before, but I always wanted one. And I don't like street bikes. I don't like Harley Davidsons or anything like that. I like the old British style flat framed bikes. And I'm gonna build a CB750 cafe racer. This thing's pretty stripped down. It's the 4-cylinder 750cc. Pretty clean bike. Now, it was a parts bike, so a lot of parts are missing off of it, but we're gonna be stripping it down to make it a cafe racer anyways. Fenders are gonna go, the seat's gonna go, the bars are gonna go. Pretty much I'm gonna strip it down to nothing and put the bare minimum on it. I'm gonna put some CBR 1000 or 600 front shocks on it, which I'm pretty excited about. It's gonna make it feel a lot better. I'm thinking about doing Coney shocks in the rear. As of right now, I'm probably just gonna buy some headers for it and just dump it right from the header. I think these bikes sound awesome like that. But yeah, slowly over time, I'll make it really cool. As of right now, I just want to learn on it. So the plan is to get this thing just back together, running and rideable. I'll need some tires. I'll need the wiring gone over. The handlebars are from a Goldwing. Those are probably gonna have to get trimmed down or something to make the factory wiring reach here, because I don't want to do any cutting or splicing or anything like that. Like I said, I want to get this back on the road as soon as possible so that I can learn how to ride it. Because I don't want to say deathly scared, but I am not experienced on a motorcycle at all. And I know damn well that I'm going to dump the bitch. So we'll get that sorted. Might take you guys for a ride and show you my learning on that. Now, talking about learning, we did go to a drift event the other day. Made a lot of progress. I was kind of able to link the track, and that's the first time I've ever been able to really link a course. And it's so exhilarating and so fun. That car, that 350Z, is so much more stout than the 240Z or 240SX was, and I just feel, I guess, with the car, right? It's super easy to drive. I have it set up alignment wise just like the 240 was, but for some reason it just handles so much better. So next event you guys are coming with, we're going to show you my progression, and hopefully, I believe it's going to be at Summit Point. You're going to see the progression that, I mean, just one car can do to a person, let alone not even having any experience after selling the 240. So I'm really excited about that. Sorry to be jumping around here a lot, but let's go back to the Miata here. I said that the compression was low in all 4 cylinders, and I have a new motor. It's kind of locked up. It'll move. Oh, it'll move backwards. Oh, nope, it won't even move now. I'd have to probably hold it down, but it'll go all the way to the compression stroke and then stop. I don't know exactly what's wrong with it. I started tearing it down. I got to get it on my my engine stand over here. Hopefully I can tear it down and see that something just wasn't put together properly on it. If it's seized up, it's seized up. I will rebuild the motor, make it turbo applicable. and throw it in the Miata, throw turbo on it, and enjoy the car some more. As of right now, it runs. I'm going to continue to run it. If I blow it up, I blow it up. If it lasts until I get that motor rebuilt, awesome. But yeah, I don't really know how to end this. I also apologize if the camera is a little too close to my face. Haven't done this in about 1.5 years, so it's going to be a little weird transition period, but I think I want to get back into the whole YouTube and chatting with you guys again, showing you the progress and show you some not so much tutorials, but how I do things. You're not really going to see much body work other than maybe me finish sanding the filler work on these overs. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Got to see all the cool cars, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Peace.